And I am Samuel Okando.
People are moving now freely, unlike before.
If you have seen this place before now, you see that this place is mostly crowded and it's not easy for people and vehicles to pass along.
I can't get people to buy something at Isi-Gate here than to go to that very far away place.
We are currently at the Isi-Gate, and as you can see, the environment is now very clean. Unlike before, where they had clustered cars, clustered keke napep, and a lot of unorganized businesses around the Isi-Gate. And today, everywhere is clean. So we like to get the people's view about this particular situation, how they feel, and their concern about it. I am Samuel Okando. Stay with us.
My name is Comrade Ugochukwu.
Okay, so what do you feel about the newest developments in Abia State, especially as it concerns the Isi-Gate?
If you have seen this place earlier before now, you see that this place is mostly crowded and it's not easy for people and vehicles to pass along this place. But now, since the new TC chairman of the local government, Umuahia local government, have cleared all these tricycles and all that, you can see that this place is now relieved, that everybody can now pass and move without stress.
Okay, so you're welcome to the program, The Street Close, where we have basic interaction with people in Abia State in respect to issues that concerns Abia State. I am Samuel Okando, and today we are at the office of the Umuahia TC chairman. I'm talking about Honorable Barrister Kelechi Onyeze Eze-Chukwu. Some time ago in Abia State, we did a documentary with respect to what has happened at Isi-Gate, the clearing and the decency of the environment. So we are here today to get more details about him. Are there more things he has to do for the people in Abia State? Umuahia to be precise. Let's get to meet him. So sir, Onish, you're welcome. Good morning, sir.
Thank you.
All right. So you are welcome to the program, The Street Close.
Tell you what and how we achieved what we achieved at Isi-Gate. Before our coming in, it's not as if the government has not been concerned about how Isi-Gate works. Probably the people that were given the responsibility to make sure Isi-Gate was cleared didn't take it seriously, or they didn't know how to go about it. But when we came on board, we sat down, thought of it, came up with ideas and implemented the ideas, and they worked out. We felt there was need to get the tricycle to be loading off the road, get the vehicles loading around that area to be loading off the road, because there's ample space for them to get their loading bays and operate from there, leaving the roads very free for vehicular movement. We are not yet done with what we have to do at Isi-Gate. If you know Isi-Gate properly, you will find out that Owerri Road is not yet cleared. People still trade on the road. So if you're driving, you can't drive through Owerri Road from Isi-Gate, Owerri Road to Walaka. You can't pass through there. So I'm constituting a committee that I'm going to assign or give the responsibility to make sure that Isi-Gate is a very peaceful place, that people can do their normal businesses without the normal congestion, so to say. You know, people trade off the road, vehicles move, then getting the touts off the road, because of before now there were complaints of thefts, you know. So, and more that we have to do further. Umuahia North is not only Isi-Gate yet. We intend getting the potholes within Umuahia North. It's a municipal, you know, we're getting them fixed, you know, doing letters to the appropriate quarters to make sure that all those things are fixed and people comply. The problem is not the government. The problem is with the people complying with what makes lives easy for all of us. If you leave them, tomorrow you see them loading on the road, trading on the road, which doesn't make sense at all. So we're imploring them. Okay, like the committee I talked about, I want to draft like 3 people from National Union of Road Transport Workers, 2 from the Tricycle Association, you know, assigning them the responsibility. Okay, there was a time I made an announcement for vehicles that load along the streets to get to the park, go into the parks to be loading. I gave a 1-week grace. Some complied, some didn't comply. Then I wanted to use law enforcement agents to either arrest the ones that didn't comply. But on a second thought, I felt I should give respect to the union by calling them and asking them that I made this announcement in order for the town to be good for all of us, but some of your people have not complied. I've talked to them. I am to constitute them fully, hopefully by next week. So we are looking for people that have character, the people that have the personality to do the job. It's not every person that you assign in that kind of job. Like one of your videos I watched, a man who was talking, if people that have been assigned to do that don't collect money from people that don't comply. So we're looking at people that won't compromise. We're looking for people whose integrity they value, so that when they are given the job, they will do it to the best of their ability. They do their bits for the good ones. You know, in every 12 there must be a Judas. There are ones too who don't want to work, but they want to go home with even salary that is not theirs. You know what I mean by that is, assuming your salary is about 40,000, the person wants to go home with 100,000. That's the person's expectations. That's if he's going to steal it from somewhere. Some people do their job diligently, come to work when they ought to come to work. And some people, by this time, you see them strolling into the premises casually. It's been their stock in trade. And we are not taking that kindly with any person. So now, with the clogging thing, you know, you sign in with your thumbprint and sign out, we are checkmating that. Because if you sign beyond the time you ought to have, your salary drops. You understand the point? So for you to get your full salary, you must come to work when you ought to come to work and leave when you ought to leave. You understand the point? For Workers' Day, for me, I'm part of them. I don't do class. For me, I've told them, if you have any complaint, walk into my office at will. Tell me, see me as your friend, see me as your colleague. You understand? Tell me what the issues are. And whenever they report, for me, there's no serious issue so far. I walk down to the offices sometimes uninvited to interact with them. For some people that might think the process of seeing me might be difficult, but so far it's been wonderful.
Okay, so
for Workers' Day, I'm going down there with them.
Okay.
For all Abia workers, is for them to be diligent with their work. The government of Abia State have them topmost in their agenda. The comfort, the well-being of all workers in Abia State is the top priority of Abia State government, is the top priority of the local government, Umuahia North, and every other local government in Abia State. So I want them to be law-abiding and do all that they will do to put Abia in a very good light.
It has been an amazing moment here at the office of the Umuahia North TC chairman. I am talking about Honorable Barrister Kelechi Isi-Gate. He has said a lot of things, especially with the development policies of the Abia State government, and he has also encouraged the workers of Abia State to be diligent and to be most effective. This is that one special program that you cannot afford to miss, the Street Plus. Keep watching us. I